Good morning, YouTube. This is Miss Tanya, your holistic hair and scalp restoration practitioner, coming on this morning. First, happy Saturday. But we need to talk about hair loss because now I've realized that this is what everyone is struggling with. Um, and I also now realize that, wow, like beauty school does not say a word about training us on how to reverse the hair loss, educate us on what causes hair loss. And listen, I already know that in order to really get into the educational realm of hair loss, you got to go like to you got to become a dermatologist. And honestly, a dermatologist, you got to go to school for like 8 years or something like that, at least four. So it's like, where else are we going to go to learn how to care for the scalp? Because one thing that I now have realized through the research is that over 80 million Americans are suffering with hair loss. And quite frankly, the research that I've conducted has shown that these 80 million Americans, they're looking for a hair loss solution way more than the latest hairstyle. Hi, I'm Tanya G. Mason, CEO of Tanya Does Hair, founder of My Water Beauty Solution, and your educator for the all-new holistic hair and scalp restoration. No, I'm sorry. Got to get my own classes. I have so many coming out now. I forget the titles, but I'm coming on this morning to specifically talk about the holistic scalp detox training, what this is for, who it's for, and what it's going to do for you. So let's cut to the chase. First of all, holistic scalp detoxing provides an amazing massage to the head. That's a win-win right there, regardless if it does anything or not. Massaging your head, honey, everyone loves their head being massaged. It feels good, and it's something that's not happening in the hairstyling sessions, right? Another thing that holistic scalp detoxing provides is it's going to remove the dandruff, aka psoriasis or dermatitis, from the surface. And listen, this is what your dermatologists and all these YouTube commercials are not, or social media commercials are not telling you. Um, you got to remove that. And everyone is treating the scalp. Vaughn, I sent you a text message, but you didn't respond. How come you didn't respond? We're talking about hair loss, Hassan. This is something that I don't know if you have hair or not and where you live and what climate you live in, but everybody is suffering. Not everybody, most Americans, there's not Americans, this is global, a global pandemic. Is everyone is suffering from hair loss that has hair. It's falling out like crazy. And I know why. There's like 8 different things that causes hair loss. And I'm noticing a lot of individuals, I think that all you got to do is shampoo your hair. No, 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 no. There's way more to reversing your hair loss than just shampooing your hair or adding minoxidil to your scalp. You have to exfoliate, everyone. Listen, one of the many things that I've done, in addition to creating this amazing beauty brand that I have that's got me balling now, is I've decided to also create an educational platform so that I can teach others how to go about getting the money that I'm getting and having their books fill up in full like mine are. So I decided to design and create my own educational platform, which I've just launched. My link is in the description if anybody would like to level all the way up, come to Phoenix and get trained on how to reverse your client's hair loss and increase hair growth. Beauty school doesn't teach you this. The only individuals right now that are teaching scalp care is Trichology Universities, which I did look into heavily. I almost registered for the University of Trichology. And what I found with their curriculum is they're not teaching how to get the buildup off. They're only teaching you how to identify the scalp conditions. Well, I do that with my clients with my holistic scalp analysis. But what the University of Trichology does not teach you is how to remove the buildup. This is a problem. So I don't want to be a part of the problem. I want to be a solution. That's why I'm your holistic hair and scalp restoration practitioner. I'm not a stylist. Not anymore. I used to be. So I thought that I would come on because there's a lot of marketing myths that is brainwashing you all to believe things that are not true. Like losing 100 strands a day is normal. That is not normal. And if you are entertaining and exercising losing 100 strands a day, you're never going to get longer. You're going to have to keep cutting your hair shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter and never get longer. And this is not the goal for a lot of individuals, especially those that are here in Denver and in Colorado. So I've realized that this is this topic and this is the subject that I need to start bringing more awareness for, because I don't know about any other state, but I'm from here, Denver, Colorado, and a lot of women, they see their hair is shedding and coming out all in the bathroom sink, which is why they are now installing extensions. There's a reason you're installing extensions. Listen, individuals with healthy, thriving, growing hair do not add extensions. Extensions are clearly a sign that you've got a problem going on with your hair, and it's clearly hair loss. Um, and listen, I know why. So listen, beauty school really just didn't have time to go into all of this, which is why I decided to do the research for us. To realize that there's 3 steps to growing hair, just like there's 3 steps to growing a plant. Listen, there's a lot of reasons why a lot of individuals do not have live plants in their homes. Most people have fake plants or none at all. And that's because plants also are not easy to grow unless you have the horticultural knowledge to understand all 3 steps to growing the plant. There's also things you could do that will kill that plant. Same thing with our hair. And listen, there's another concept that you've been brainwashed to believe that your hair is not alive. I have so many people that try to brainwash and convince me to believe that our hair is dead on the head. You can believe whatever you want to believe, but that type of mindset is definitely going to have you losing hair if you think your hair is dead. So let me help you. Your hair is an organ. In fact, it's the second largest external organ of the external system. And it has a function. It has more than one layer. It has a cuticle layer and it has a cortex layer. And it has 3 different functions. It grows, it rests, and then it sheds. Now, back to the scalp detox. Scalp buildup, everyone, comes from your sweat. And this only occurs on individuals that have hair on their head and are not washing it every day. These are the only individuals that do not have scalp buildup. But if you have hair on your head and you're not washing it every day, your sweat is collecting. Let me explain. Your sweat is a chemical product by itself. It makes your hair frizzy, it makes your hair brittle, causes lack of hair growth, and it causes your hair to shed. Why? Because your sweat is not just water. Your sweat contains 10% salt. It is the salt in your sweat that's turning to a solid that is also causing your scalp to itch. I know a lot of you don't know this because you didn't go to school to study the anatomy, but these are some of the things that I educate my students on. Listen, um, the anatomy of the body is important to know, because if you don't know the anatomy of the body, you're just going to be looking confused from behind the chair, and then you're not going to make sense to the client. So a part of my trainings and education is to not just teach you how to remove the scalp buildup, but I'm also going to educate you on what it is, why it builds, and how to minimize it. And let me say this: scalp buildup and flakes are never going to go away. Listen, in addition to the plant theory, it's just like your teeth. Okay. And I've had to realize, wow, these two do coincide together, and it's all about care. Now, remember, I'm not a stylist and I'm not here to teach you how to style hair. That's what you go to beauty school for. I'm here to teach us how to holistically care for the scalp and the hair, which is totally different. I'm going to teach you how to detox the scalp, not treat it. Treatment means you're adding something to it. And quite frankly, adding something to your already buildup that comes off is just making it worse. So I didn't realize that adding oil to the scalp does not remove nothing. You just added oil to salt and water. Now you got salt, oil, and water on your scalp, and none of those, are going to disappear. So my training is designed to take you beyond beauty school. I'm going to elevate your scalp expertise. And I can tell a lot of individuals behind the chair in this industry have zero scalp care because they're saying things like, I can detox your scalp with shampoo. You clearly haven't done any research and you're just repeating what you hear, which is spreading rumors. So I'm prepared to prove to my students, I'm going to do exercises and everything so that you don't leave me brainwashed anymore and confused about what really causes hair loss and how to reverse it and get the hair to grow. Because this is another area of education that nobody's teaching right now. Who else? Can somebody that knows that thinks they know everything post somebody that's offering hair loss solution training and scalp care training? I'll wait. Nobody. I already know. I've done the research. And if they are, they're not working on black hair like I do. And if they're offering you scalp care, they're not doing your hair too. You're only going in and paying all that money just to get your scalp done. I offer the total solution. Your dermatologist ain't even doing your hair. They don't even touch your scalp. They might cut a piece of your skin off your scalp and call it a biopsy, which is so dangerous and ridiculous because I'm sure they know that once you damage the surface of the scalp, it's no longer going to produce hair in that area. So the dermatologist just signs you up for an alopecia area that's not going to grow back. So, y'all, can y'all stop saying okay to whatever these doctors ask y'all to do? You don't have to do nothing. So, when they ask you for a biopsy, you tell them no, thank you. Okay? Because you don't know if that's going to even heal. I've had two clients go see a dermatologist who got talked into letting them cut a darn piece of their scalp out so they could do what? Look at it? Oh my God. And then what? Put a stitch in it? One of my clients' biopsy area got infected. Why? Because she sweats profusely and the dermatologist didn't even tell her how to manage that sore once she got home. Oh Lord have mercy. So I decided to bring the knowledge and the education and the training to take us beyond dermatology and trichology. I'm going to train you how to become a holistic hair and scalp detox master. No, I'm sorry. I just messed up my title again. I am training and certifying you on how to become a holistic scalp detox master. Not only are you going to provide an amazing massage to your clients' heads, listen, my clients call it head sex because it feels good, and it's not my fault that your stylist never massages your head, but my clients love it, and it's the best part of the service, and it is why they don't mind paying me $185 a session for only 2 hours of my time. And listen, I only offer one service. I don't have color on my menu. I don't book extensions on my menu. I don't do braids. I don't do locks, and I don't do chemical treatments. Beauty school and social media swears you got to do all of those in order to provide healthy hair. Yet I'm killing it in my salon without using none of those because I've created an amazing approach called the holistic approach. And I got a gang of them. I got all kind of holistic approaches designed to take you beyond beauty school, get you up here to over 6 figures a year like me, and only offering one service. Wouldn't that be nice? You don't have to be running to the beauty supply store buying stuff for braids plus stuff for weaves. You got to buy rubber bands for the braids. You got to buy string and needles for the weaves. You got to buy pomade and gel for the locks. You got to buy all that chemical relaxers and stuff and all them bottles that go with the relaxers. No wonder everybody's struggling. If you offering all those services, you gotta manage the inventory and the supplies for all those services. Wouldn't it be nice to keep your profits in your pocket and not have to run to the beauty supply store every weekend? Because that's exactly what a lot of stylists are having to do because they think that they have to use heat protectant. No, you don't. They think that you have to use conditioner. No, you don't. They think that you have to, what else are they doing in the world? Put a growth serum on your scalp to grow your hair. You don't. All of these are marketing myths and ploys that have brainwashed you to believe things that are not true. And I know it hurts to hear this, but I'm strong enough to make it make sense and open up your mindset so you can provide your clients with better. Listen, clients are just sitting back waiting for stylists to go beyond beauty school and provide them with more so they can start booking with you. Listen, 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 listen. I now have people flying in from other states to book with me because they're hearing that, dang, this woman offers scalp care and hair care all in the same service. I'm hearing that this woman uses my water instead of conditioner. I'm hearing that this woman ain't going to have me taking a biotin pill or smearing growth serum across my scalp, yet my hair loss has minimized and it's getting fuller. Hmm. I'm going to teach you how to handle the real problems of the industry, which is hair loss. Hair loss is getting a lot of individuals. And let me go back to the approach for hair growth because a lot of people are not knowing this. So, hair growth has way more to do than just a haircut and a shampoo. You have to care for the scalp and you have to detox the scalp, not treat it. Your dermatologist is going to treat your scalp. Your trichologists are treating your scalp. I detox it. And I'm training you how to detox it, which makes so much more sense to removing it than adding something to it or ignoring it altogether. I'm also going to educate you on the different types of scalp buildup. I used to be confused as to what dandruff was, what dermatitis was, and what psoriasis was. So now that I've sat myself down and taken the time to do the research, it all means buildup on the scalp. Okay. And I now understand that these dermatologists, they use these different words because there are different levels and different types of buildup. Listen, some of my clients, they love salt. Do you love salt? Oh, that makes your scalp buildup worse because your body automatically excretes the salt. You don't retain your salt. So I've noticed that there's like thick buildup. Some people's buildup is white. Some people's buildup is brown. Some people's buildup stinks. Some people's buildup is really, really minimal. Good morning, Aaron. Greetings, King. And good morning. I'm just on here dropping my knowledge because we all need it. Because so many individuals do not understand what grows hair. Mine is even growing. I just cut it. Let's see, I was there Wednesday, November. I was just in Phoenix in November and cut my hair. I mean, it was looking like this when she cut it. You couldn't even see the back. I only had length up here, and it's already growing. So I'm busting all these myths, trying to get Black women to understand, not just Black women, all women, to understand how to grow hair. Because I know everybody wants to know how, and everyone's going at it all wrong because they keep ignoring the scalp. Listen, the scalp is just like the dirt to a plant. I'm in Texas. What part of Texas, Aaron? I'm in Denver, Colorado. Headed to Phoenix, Arizona, March 24th to train Phoenix on scalp detoxing. I'm so excited. I can now talk my stuff because instead of just talking about I know how to grow hair, I've done the godly thing and created an educational platform to train others how to grow hair. And really, I don't like to say that because I think that tricks us into believing that our hair doesn't grow. And your hair grows. I tell everybody if your hair didn't grow, your hair would still look the same way it did when you was born. And that's not the truth. Or your hair would look the same way that it looked when you last got your haircut. And all of us have gotten at least one haircut in our lives. I know that much. And you see that your hair has changed. So stop thinking that your hair don't grow. That's not true. And stop thinking that you got to take a biotin pill. You can't even tell me what biotin is, yet you're taking it because they said it grows your hair. And you see your hair ain't growing. Yet you taking all them pills that could be making your health, your internal health, even unhealthier. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, um, 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 um hair growth, hair growth, hair growth, and hair loss. Yeah, some of these comments be jolting my mindset. So, listen, what's really cool about me is I'm 49 years old, so I don't have time for people that want to intentionally distract me. So if you get on here leaving these stupid comments, you're just gonna get blocked, and you can go and bother somebody else because I control my peace. I don't let people disrupt me and then entertain you. So you can come on here. Oh, Mally Scott, you think you know everything. I love people that think they know everything. I'll entertain you because I'm gonna make you um admit that you don't know what you're talking about because my hair is growing silly. I cut my hair and it was way shorter than this, and now it's getting fuller and longer. Let me see your hair, Mally Scott. Jesus, Lord have mercy. Oh, that's what's up. Vaughn texting me now. So, anyway, back to what I was saying, because this is going to get posted. I want us all to understand that there are about 8 different things that can make your hair come away from your head faster than it's supposed to. And if you're doing 2 of these 8 things, you're never going to grow and you're going to always have to wear a piece or keep cutting your hair off or going into braids because I see a lot of women, especially grown women, wearing braids. I mean, listen, some of you may be a little young on here, but I was born in 75, and I'm going to just tell you what it was back then. Braids was for kids, y'all. There was never a grown woman walking around in braids prior to 1990. Only children wore braids. And that was because children were the only ones that was really excused from cleansing the head, washing the head or doing the hair every day. Now grown women are doing that. They're going days upon days upon days without washing their head. That's not like not washing the coochie. I mean, the mindset tends to be the same. So I wonder if you floss your teeth or are you just brushing it? Because listen, I do know that a lot of individuals in the world today are only brushing and they're not flossing. And that there shows you're not following the proper and the full oral approach. You think that all you got to do is brush your teeth. Well, some people think that all they got to do is shampoo their hair, and there's so much more to the care of the head. There is also the scalp, and the scalp and the hair is not the same. They are 2 totally different organs, so they require 2 totally different approaches. Mm. So you got to detox the scalp and massage it. Listen, massage increases blood flow, and we all know that increased blood flow increases hair growth. But yeah, this is something everyone's not doing, thinking that a product, shampoo, is gonna. I had a stylist just yesterday on Instagram, and she tried to convince me that a shampoo increases blood flow. Good eye, Vaughn. It's not just older women. Everyone that has worn braids for at least a year back to back notices significant hair loss. And what's crazy, Vaughn, is most women that are rocking these braids, they're booking with a braider. Most braiders haven't even been to beauty school. That's why they're making you do half the work and you still paying them over $200 for just the braids. That's because they have zero hair care knowledge. So if you have hair loss or broken strands or a bald spot in the back of your head, that braider ain't going to say nothing. They're going to grab the hair right around that bald spot and whip some fake hair again and get to braiding. So you as the client, Vaughn, the client never really understands if they're booking with a braider. They haven't even been to beauty school to even begin to educate the client about the hair loss that is occurring because of the lack of care and post-session guidelines with those braids. You know, there is a timeline that the braids are supposed to be worn. There is a process and a procedure that is supposed to be done when you go to bed at night. But if these braiders are not telling the clients that, some braiders don't know, or people getting braided don't know. So they go get the braids and then what? Rock the same install for 2 and 3 months? That's crazy. That's unridiculous, and shame on these braiders for not advising and educating. You don't have to even go to beauty school to know that you have to at least advise your client on advise your client, you know what I'm saying, on what to do. So, Vaughn, it's not just older women, it's anybody that is wearing braids. Men are suffering hair loss too that are braiding their hair. And listen, the hair loss, I think, is occurring with the synthetic hair. because I have a girl that I'm braiding and I don't add any synthetic hair into. So now I realize it's that synthetic hair that's causing that hair loss because it's like plastic. It's not hair. It's super strong. This is why you got to burn it to detach it. And I never thought to think far enough that maybe I'm breaking her hair by adding this super strong stuff that they call hair to her delicate hair does cause hair breakage. And then the tension, let's talk about that. The tension also causes the hair to snap, especially when you're adding hardening and stiffening products like gels and edge controls. And then you're pulling the follicle, which is the most delicate part of the hair strand. You're going to pull that and think that it's not going to snap. I don't understand really what their real goal is in their mind. And honestly, they're awfully sensitive too, because when I try to ask them, instead of answering my questions, they get sensitive. And I'm like, are you trying to make her hair not grow? Are you trying to make sure that she's gonna have alopecia in the edges? Like, what is the goal for braiders nowadays? No hair trimming is being done. You're not doing nothing to the scalp. You're not even washing the hair. So it's very, very, very bothering to me that somebody would even want to book that kind of service. Because I told somebody the other day, Vaughn, I said, you know what? The business of the hair industry is not going to change until these clients change. Long as these clients keep hopping into anybody's chair that is not even showing the results of what they're offering, the business is never going to change. As long as clients keep allowing stylists to start them late and the client ain't saying nothing, I watch it happen in my building all day, every day. As I'm going to get my clients on time, I see all the clients that are waiting past their appointment time and not saying nothing to the stylist. All that does is make the stylist believe that there's nothing wrong with starting that client late. I think it's I think that's extremely disrespectful and rude to make somebody wait past their appointment time. But hey, this is where I've realized also that everybody can run their business the way they want to. Everybody can offer the services that they want to. But if you're not providing what's called results for your clients, you're going to lose those clients and you're going to struggle. I don't care what service. You could add my water beauty solution as well as the my water experience and my holistic hair and scalp restoration program to your menu. But if you're not delivering the results, you're going to struggle. I think some people do think that, oh, all I got to do is join Tanya's team and all I got to do is add her services without being trained. Do you know how many people are doing that? Thinking they can add my services to their menu and you haven't been trained, you're going to struggle because you see, I'm giving a result. Their clients are hearing about the results. So if they go to you and you give them the My Water experience and you don't use the right shampoos and you didn't add that My Water properly, because I got some people spraying My Water on, that's not the way you add My Water into the hair. You're not going to get the right result. Now you're going to lose the client. They're just going to come right back to me because I do it properly. So I want you to all to understand, like I said, the importance of hair loss is you got to address the scalp. And if you really want to grow your client's hair, you got to detox the scalp and you got to come get trained or else you're going to be looking crazy behind the chair because you're not going to know what to do. You can't watch my videos because I don't show everything in my videos. I don't show every step. I don't show you how to get started, where to start, how to hold the comb, how hard to press on the comb. You don't know none of that by watching my videos. So please do not sit back and think that, oh, all I got to do is watch Miss Tanya's videos and now I can add her service to my menu. You're going to struggle. Ain't nobody going to book it. I have someone here in Denver who thought that she could add the holistic hair and scalp restoration service. It's a program, y'all. It's not a service. It's a program. And then I asked her, is anyone booking it? And she said, no. I said, because it's a program. You're trying to copy me, but you haven't been trained by me. What makes people, Vaughn, you have the answers, and RJ Play stuff, can you answer me? What makes people think that they can do something without being taught how? Like, would y'all run out and try to change the brakes on your car without being taught how? Do you just think you know how to change the brakes by just watching a video? No, right. You got to get trained, everybody. So I want everyone to start understanding that important aspect just in life in general, not just in the beauty industry. You have to be taught step by step. Okay? Yes, for everything. That's why they have instructions with everything you buy. Do you know how many people buy things and they try to put it together without reading the instructions? Those are the only ones putting it together wrong because you didn't read the instructions. Especially if they're providing the instructions for you, you might want to read them and follow them. That's what I say to my clients. I have so many clients that I provide post session guidelines to, and they still don't do them. All that does is release me from liability, which is something I train my students on about doing when the client leaves you. Tell them what to do. That's not going to run them away from your chair. So many Black people think that I'm not going to tell my clients what to do. They ain't going to book with me no more. That's backwards thinking. Does your dentist keep from you what to do at home? No. Does your dentist not tell you how to brush and how to properly floss? No. Does that keep you from not going to the dentist anymore? No. We have to start understanding that there are what's called proper processes to everything. And if you're not taking the proper process and understanding that you need to be taught, and you might have to admit, I don't know how to do this, or hey, can you teach me? You're going to always struggle. I had to check myself with that. The whole time I was a natural hair care specialist, I thought I knew everything. Never read the ingredient list to a conditioner bottle. I didn't even know what was in conditioner the whole time I was using it. Never even read the ingredient list to a relaxer, yet steady slapping it into everybody's hair. That's a problem. That's a big problem. So I now understand that in life, along with my trainings, you got to be taught. That's why I'm coming with all this education because I'm confident enough to deal with all y'all smart mouths and smart ass oops. I didn't mean to cuss. Your smart comments and your smart alecky attitudes and personalities. I think I'm the only one in the industry that y'all don't bother me because I understand why you're acting that way. You're probably dehydrated or something. But I'm here to teach you and help you to open up your mindset and quit acting the way you're acting and saying the stuff that you're saying. Because RG Play stuff, you was real reckless in the beginning. You almost got removed from my live because I'm a 49-year-old woman. I'm not here to play with nobody, and I'm very serious. And everybody will understand this in my classes that individuals that like to play and like to bother other people, that's not me. And I'm gonna start shutting y'all down and making you guys act better. Like, come on, stop being like that. Let me go back and see the stuff that this RJ was saying. Yeah, like your first comment, RJ, was poopy pants. How old are you? Are you a child? You must be a kid. Which I don't understand, YouTube. I get on here and I say no for kids. So how do y'all get into my lives? I'm about to remove you because you're doing too much, RJ. You know what I'm saying? You're doing too much. Jesus. Let me ask you a question, RJ, because I think you know too much. So how much water do you need? How much water do you need to be properly hydrated every day? RJ, come on now. Them thumbs was moving a minute ago. How much water do you need in your body to be properly hydrated? And if you don't answer, I'm about to remove you from my live. Because you're doing too much, you're engaging too much, and you're distracting me. How old are you? That's what I want to know. Bud. Oh, yeah, here we go. Here we go. All right, so deuces, RJ. Hold on. Hold on. Gotta remove RJ Play. He's deuces. Anybody else want to be removed? Just start acting silly and commenting stuff that don't make no sense. I'm never gonna entertain that, y'all. So you can come on here doing it if you want to, but I'm not gonna feed your silly soul. I'm gonna remove you from my live. Anybody else got anything silly to say? Jesus, fine. I'm about to get back to you. And come on, everybody that's on here, drop your questions. Why does my hair shed? Why do I have alopecia? What does alopecia mean? How come they call it treatment? What does treatment do? What does detox do? What's the difference between detox and treatment? What's the difference between psoriasis and dandruff? Is dandruff the same thing as the dermatitis? How do I manage my dermatitis? Do I have dermatitis? What caused my dermatitis? How do I make my hair healthy? How do I stop it from getting frizzy? How do I make sure that it's like this when I wake up and not all kinky looking like Kunta Kinte? Hey, I noticed that the older, oh, I seen that one. I seen that one. Come on, start dropping these questions because I'm about to get off of here. I noticed that I have to stop getting braids. Yes, they look good and neat, but the hair that comes with it. Vaughn, ain't nothing wrong with braiding your own hair. As you noticed, I talked about the addition of that fake hair is the problem. And the addition of the products. The addition of the products, if a braider is using edge control, that clearly shows she don't know how to braid. Or the base is way too doggone big for that size braid if you're having to use product. And that product is going to make the hair not just brittle and stiff, but the sweat's going to collide with it once it comes out the scalp, which could be happening during the braiding because braiding takes hours to get done. So all of that's going to collide and cause the hair to snap. And then the person with the braids don't know it because the hair is all manipulated into the braid. So, Vaughn, you don't have to stop braiding your hair. I just want you to braid it every week. I'm not telling you to braid it every day, which is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to braid your hair in the morning, wear it for that day, then you're supposed to redo it the next morning. That's what my grandmother told me. She was like, even if you love that style, just redo that style the next day. But my grandmother told me that ain't no grown person supposed to rock the same style they rocked yesterday. That's like wearing the same underwear that you had on yesterday. And that makes me wonder. I wonder if people are changing their underwear or if they just getting up and putting on the same underwear or keeping on the same underwear and never changing them. And you just going to get up the next day and put on some clean clothes. I know somebody that does that. He wore dirty socks every day. And did not wear clean underwear. A grown man. I also caught him not brushing his teeth. He would get up and just rinse his mouth out with mouthwash. Grown men doing this. So I know that this stuff is happening all across the world. And I'm here to share this stuff because that's a real concern of mine. You know. Next comment. It's not going to go well. That car not going to stop. You're going to wreck and crash. I don't know what you was talking about, Vaughn. Thank you, RJ. The responses for the engagement for the algorithm to send to people. I removed him. RJ is out of here because he was disrupting my peace, you know. So anybody that disrupts my peace, you're going to miss out because you're not going to get to stay on my live and gain any new knowledge. Good job, Vaughn. You are absolutely right. Half your body weight in ounces is how you stay properly hydrated. All right, Vaughn got some real questions. Vaughn, thank you, King, for being a real king. Because RJ, I don't even know if that was a female or a male. I think so because he called me Bud. What is a bud? Is that what white people call you when you're a friend? What's up, Bud? Hey, Bud. That's my bud. Anyway, dermatitis. So what causes dermatitis is lack of proper exfoliation of the scalp. That's what causes dermatitis, period. And improper use of the right shampoo. That's what causes dermatitis, period. That's very simple. They got all this stuff going on, got us brainwashed and distracted into thinking that all this other stuff, and quite frankly, nobody's talking about what causes it. All these white folks that's got all these hundreds of thousands of views that's talking real fast is not even telling y'all what causes the dermatitis. All they doing is telling you what to add something to it. Put some minoxidil on it. Put some tea tree on it. Well, putting something on dermatitis is making it worse. Just do the simple thinking. If you've got, let's say, if I have a comb in my hand and the comb comes off, do you think I'm going to get it off by putting a brush on top of it? This is a form of treatment. I'm going to treat the comb by adding a brush. All you doing is adding brush to the comb. And now you got more on the surface. Is everyone following me? Because I don't think everybody is getting it when you're listening to people treating dermatitis, psoriasis, or dandruff. You don't treat it. Tell your dermatologist to pull up on me because I'm going to educate them too. I'm going to be like, where'd y'all get y'all's training and education and knowledge from? I would can anybody like share this video with their dermatologist so that I can ask them, where'd you get your education from? And don't you know that adding a cream, and don't you know the shampoo only cleanses the flakes from the hair, not the scalp? The skin and the hair are two different organs. And I got up-team videos to prove this. You don't have to listen to me. I got the proof to show that shampoo don't remove dermatitis from the scalp. And all black people know this. They go to the dermatologist and they get the little white and green bottle of shampoo that's got 3 alcohols in it, because I did do the holistics with that. Oh, it's definitely going to clean your hair. It's going to strip your hair. But it didn't strip your scalp, because you can't strip your scalp that you ain't washed in days with just shampoo. Listen, 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 listen. It's just like, look, the scalp is the same thing as the body. So if you did not wash your body, as long as you ain't washing your head, your body's going to do the same thing, y'all. It's going to itch and you're going to flake, especially in areas like this that grow hair. So if you choose to ignore your body, you're going to have dermatitis on your body too, under your arms and in your coochie coos. Because that's what happens when you don't cleanse the area properly. The stuff is just going to keep building. It's called layers. That's why I call it buildup. Thank you for asking that. Girl, George, can you cut my hair for me because it's too long, and a Merry Christmas? No, George, I don't cut hair. Sorry, you're new, so I'm going to ask you to subscribe because I don't cut hair. I grow it. I'm a holistic hair and scalp restoration practitioner. You got to go to a stylist to get your hair cut. I don't do that anymore. I grow hair. Next. And Merry Christmas to you too, George. Look, some of y'all just have to be seen, huh? Just have to post something to be seen. West Union, the StreamYard bomber. Hello. The StreamYard bomber. You done bombed some stuff? Ghost Cat. Hello. Yaya! Wait, is that my Yaya? Is that my Phoenix? My Arizona Yaya? Because it's a whole bunch of people now calling themselves Yah. Yahweh. Y'all think y'all Yahweh? That's what's up. That's why I call myself a goddess. Because I think I'm God, But good morning. You have crescent moons on your forehead. Crescent moon. Yeah, that's because I used to fight. I used to be a gang member when I was younger. You see, so putting my hands on people and tearing their butts up was therapeutic for me. I was really corrupted, and I was a very bad woman in my earlier days. I used to love hurting people. I've tried to kill 2 people. I've shot one in his ankle before, so I was very corrupted. So that's why all these are called life scars on me that I have endured over my journey, probably came from one of the 5 times I was sitting in jail also. So careful with me, because I've done more than most men have done. I know men that ain't been to jail 5 times. So you talk about strength. I know some men that would fold in my shoes. So West Union, you step carefully with me, okay? And don't be afraid of me, but be careful with me, okay? Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me looking ass. No, I'm from Denver. I'm from Detroit, and yeah, is a part of my real name. So that got you. So that was the lady also in Arizona, because I be asking, and her name was Kia, Kiyah. So she took the YAH and ran with it, and she calls herself Yah's Black Hair Care, something like that. So I'm like, a lot of people is like copying each other on that. Oh, yeah. West Union, I gotta remove you. Uh-oh. Hold on, y'all. Got another user to remove. Y'all silly. That's funny. Nonetheless, let's get back into it. Let's jump back into it. Let's get back into it. So, dermatitis, everybody, comes from you sweating too much. Anybody that has excessive scalp buildup on their heads is an excessive sweater. I had to do the research to understand where is all this coming from because my clients come in and listen, it's funny to me because I do a full consultation and enrollment process with all my clients, because I'm a practitioner, not a stylist. So I ask one of the 8 questions that I ask them is do you notice any flaking or itching on your scalp? And do you know how many women tell me no? These are the women adding oil to their heads every day, so they get to answer that question. No, I don't have any itching or flakes. And then you get in my chair and it's a snowstorm and I find all type of psoriasis patches in your head. And then the clients are a little shooketh because I think they really thought that they didn't have no flaking. But that oil you see is the devil. So it's tricking you into believe that you ain't got no scalp problem when you do. And listen, that whiteness on the surface that you see, that's not dry skin. So many people are brainwashed and misled to believe that that whiteness on the skin is ashiness or dry skin. And that's great because as long as you keep misthinking, you're going to keep making mistakes by adding something to it, which is just making it worse. And you just add to it and never getting to being restored in your scalp. So that's great because as long as the world keeps being misled, I'm going to keep elevating. I just realized that the other day. I was getting upset because I'm like, why is everybody not getting it? And how come everyone keeps using conditioner and keeps treating their scalp conditions? My marketing manager said, Tanya, don't worry about it. Because that's just going to make you blow up because they're going to keep struggling and they're eventually going to keep needing a solution. I was like, you are so right. So I want y'all to keep using conditioner. I want y'all to keep ignoring the scalp. I want y'all stylists to keep ignoring the ends because all you're doing is setting them clients up for massive failure. They're going to end up finding me. So it's great. I think that's a great strategy, right? Right? Yeah. Yeah, it is. It is. Because it's very difficult to get women to change. I know. I have about 63 of them in my chair. And I tell them things like, ladies, you got to use your scalp brush every day. And they be like, every single day, Miss Tanya? I tell them too, y'all act like kids. Grown women don't want to follow directions. But I love them because they bringing me that 185 every session because they love how I am. They love how much fun we have. They see their hair loss has already been reversed. And they know ain't no biotin pill did that for them. Ain't no minoxidil did that for them. No Head and Shoulders done did that for them. You know what I'm saying? But Miss Tanya does that for them. And by session 4, I'm showing them that, uh-oh, your hair done got longer. So then I love telling them, so what you want to do? You want to stay with me? Or you want to go back to doing what you were doing before booking with me and you can go back to losing your hair. And everybody's like, forget them braids, forget the weaves, forget the protein and the keratin treatments too, Miss Tanya. I'm going to stay with you. And this is what I'm going to teach others to do. Teach you how to retain your clients. Teach you how to retain your hair. Look, beauty school got us doing some other stuff that clients ain't liking. Clients don't want to be double booked. Clients don't want to wait to get in the chair. Clients want to be massaged in their heads. You know what I'm saying? Clients want different things, y'all. I'm like, my God, and I'm about to teach you. You can see it. It's sweat and dead skin cells, dermatitis. But dermatitis is also psoriasis, Vaughn. Same thing. Psoriasis and dermatitis and dandruff are all the same thing. It all means buildup. So why did you use dermatitis? I tell a lot of people, dermatitis is the same thing as psoriasis. I used to think it was two totally different things, and it's not. Now that I've done the research, I'll tell a dermatologist, knock it off. Start calling it what it is. Buildup. It's scalp buildup. And it comes off with a comb before you wet the hair with the nasty contaminated tap water. This is all you need, my people. And it has to be a sharp, super duper stupid sharp comb. You can't be using no dull comb. Do you know how many individuals is using dull combs and wonder why it's not coming up? Again, so much education and knowledge that I'm sharing in my classes that you think you know about until you take my class. I tell you, once y'all leave my training, you're gonna be sick with knowledge. You're gonna be puking knowledge. You're gonna be like, Miss Tanya taught me. Woo! And now I know. Like, you know how many people are trying to say that you can hydrate with oil? Anybody on here believe you can hydrate with oil? You gonna get some hydration with oil? The only people that believe that have zero hydration knowledge. Come on, y'all. There's no hydrogen in oil. Ooh, that's a gem. I'll say it again. There's no hydrogen in oil or conditioner or shampoos. So you can't hydrate your hair with shampoo, conditioner, or oil. Boy, once you get this knowledge, you become surgical. You become dangerous because now can't nobody just talk that talk to me. You see, so many people was brainwashing me because I didn't have the knowledge. So I actually believed that I could put moisture, I can lock in moisture with shampoo, knock it off. Moisture is in the air, baby. And if you live in a dry climate like Arizona or Colorado now, you can't lock in moisture. There is none in the environment. Aha! That's a, there's barbers too thinking that they can what, hydrate your beard with oil or alcohol or shampoo. Oh God. And the only individuals that, again, that believe that are those of you that have been brainwashed. Have y'all been brainwashed? Y'all believe that if somebody told you they about to hydrate your hair and they're going to use oil, you believe it? Or they're going to use shampoo, you believe it? Do you believe it if somebody's going to tell you on their services that they're going to detox your scalp with shampoo? I got a few people that done told me that, and I'm like, uh-oh, they need to take my training. Because I'm going to teach you a holistic approach. Listen, my trainings is designed to take you beyond beauty school and to maximize your earning potential. So my services are something that you add on to your menu. I'm not asking you to break down your whole business like me and only offer one service. No, you can add the holistic scalp detox into your menu of services now. And listen, ain't no client gonna decline it. And once you have that service on your menu, and you better be trained because that's so jacked up that people, especially people of color, think they can add a service to their menu and they ain't even been trained on it properly. That's so messed up to do that to clients. I've never done that. Like, for instance, I got so many clients asking me to like barber their sons. I don't barber. I know how to do some stuff, but I'm not good enough and I've never been trained on how to barber. So, like hell, am I about to add barbering to my menu knowing that I have not been trained on how to barber? But so many stylists is adding services to their menus knowing that they ain't been trained and think that they can charge somebody. That lacks so much integrity, I can't see straight. But I talk about all of this in my trainings as well. I make it make sense. What's up, Biggie? Biggie Cheese. Biggie Cheese. Careful, Biggie Cheese. Don't say nothing crazy because you'll get removed ASAP, just so you know, Biggie Cheese. Biggie Cheese. All right, any questions about dermatitis, hair growth, hair loss? Anything? Well, I guess I'll get to my scalp care. I'm sure I'm about to detox the front of my scalp because nobody can detox the back of their scalps. I know a lot of my clients, sometimes some people are just beside themselves, steadily trying to convince people of things that are not true. I have clients that are like, I can get the back of my head. No, you can't, because you can't see the back of your head. Let me see if I got some flakes. And what's crazy is I really wish that there was another tool that I could use. Ooh, thank God I don't have a lot. I thank God that my scalp don't be looking like my client scalps. My client scalps be built. I just told you, Vaughn, what I'm doing right now. Increasing the blood flow and keeping the surface clean. is how you grow the hair faster. Now let's talk about that. It's not like your hair don't grow, Vaughn. You know how many people in the world have been brainwashed to think that your hair don't grow? That's not true. Your hair grows, Vaughn, automatically. But what I've learned is that I can speed it up if we remove and detox the scalp buildup and massage the surface. And now that I've been doing this to my scalp at least every weekend, I don't have time really to do it every day. I see the difference in the fullness in my hair. And I love it. So that's why I do it even more. Because now I realize the more we do something, the more results we're going to get. I just told my clients that. One of my clients, she sweats a lot. So 14 days is too much. That's going too long. She's carrying too much buildup on her scalp. And that's a blockage for growth. So there's a lot of things you can do that can stop your growth, but your hair grows automatically. That's the thing. Your hair grows automatically, but there's about 8 different things that you can do to block the growth. And scalp buildup is a growth blocker. And it's crazy because beauty school didn't teach us to do this. So do you know how many individuals are going to the salon and ain't nothing being done to their scalp? That's a hairstyle service. And nothing's being done to the ends either. That's a hairstyle service. But when you go and you're getting hair care, your scalp is going to be addressed first when you book a hair care, or excuse me, a holistic service anyway. Your scalp gets done first. Is how you promote more hair growth. And listen, Vaughn, it is so rewarding to be able to show a client that they've got more hair on their heads than they did when they first started with you. And listen, I'm not talking about my clients is waiting no 2, 3 years or 6 months either. I'm showing my clients hair growth results within 2 months. 2 months? That's crazy. But I don't know about y'all. I done figured it out. I now do this. I offer this. I'm averaging 10,000 a month. Woo! So you can keep being struggling or making the money you're making, and you may be all right. You may say, "Well, I got enough money, Miss Tanya. I don't need no more money. I don't need no extra clients." Then you don't need my help. Shoot. I tell everybody I'm only for here for those that are ready to level up. Not everybody's ready to level up. Some people want to stay in the shallow water. You know what I'm saying? Some people ain't gonna never swim in the deep water or even learn how to swim in deeper water. Some people are gonna always stay in the shallow, shallow, end. And there's nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with wanting to do better, or you want to stay the same and you don't want to change. That's all right. Ain't nobody going to take you to jail if you don't want better for yourself and you want to keep messing up your client's hair. Ain't nobody gonna take you to jail. You can. You don't have to care about your clients. You can keep double booking them. You can keep making them wait to get in the chair. You can keep messing up their hair and making it shed the next day. You can keep letting them leave you without giving them any post-session guidelines. Like, who does that? You can keep doing that. Ain't nobody gonna take you to jail. Ain't nobody gonna come shut your business down either. You can keep being rude behind the chair. You can keep coming in smelling like cigarettes and stinking for your clients. You can keep using dirty towels on new clients, because really clients don't even realize that that's happening, that there's a bunch of stylists out here using dirty towels on their clients. Ooh, and putting the same cape on. I see barbers that do that, use one cape all day on the same people. You don't care if you do use a neck strip. That cape shouldn't be on me, and it was just on the last person. You can keep on doing all that stuff. You can keep on using conditioner, that's unnecessary. You can keep on using edge control, which is unnecessary. You can keep using heat protectant, which is unnecessary. All of that is just taking your profits and causing your clients to struggle. And if that's what you love to do, you can keep doing it. Ain't nobody gonna come shut your business down or take you to jail. Because you can run your business how you want to run it. But if you want to run a respectable business and become the hair growth premier specialist in your community, you got to take my training so I can teach you how to do this stuff. Because as y'all see, if it was automatic, all y'all would be making 10,000 a month off of one service like I do. But most stylists got up teen services, at least 10 on their menus. and ain't nowhere near 10,000 a month. I be asking because I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to show my numbers that I do all the time. Because if it was me and you was trying to convince me to take your classes, you got to show me the numbers. So I've shown my numbers. Numbers don't lie. They don't lie. They don't lie. So I'm about to get off of here, y'all, because I came on. I feel that I've delivered the message about what I'm bringing, what I'm about. I'm about hair loss. I'm a holistic hair and scalp restoration practitioner. I am not a stylist. I'm much more than that. I've taken my business and practice way beyond beauty school, and now I'm prepared and ready to train you all to take your business beyond beauty school and provide your clients with better results and provide your clients. I tell everybody that's what a brand is all about. Some people don't understand it because I can't find too many Black individuals that have actually built a whole beauty brand. Once you hear the word brand, that means that those are opportunities for you, my people. Some people just sit back and be like, what? She got a beauty brand. Yes, that means there's opportunities for you to level up. I've already mastered my approach from behind the chair. I'm already over $10,000 a month. I've already put 30 years into the industry. I'm done styling. I'm now prepared to elevate you as a stylist, help you to never start a client late, help you to never run late, how to really manage your own time from behind the chair. I'm going to teach you how to provide your clients with an onboarding process. Beauty school didn't teach you that. You're not supposed to just let a client hop into your chair and you ain't talk to the person. Come on, y'all. That's not caring. Then I'm going to teach you how to provide a at-home care program. Does your dentist or doctor let you go from your appointment and not tell you what to do once you get home? No, but there's all kind of stylists that ain't telling the client nothing. Like nothing what to do the night of, not telling them anything to do the next day. But that's clearly showing that you don't care. So you see, when my trainings, I go over all of this and I teach us the differences between styling and caring, two totally different lanes. But see, there's a lot of hairstylists that are trying to say they can grow hair, and that's a problem. That's a problem. So I'm gonna get off of here because it's going on 7 o'clock. I got to get these clients done today. Thought I'd jump on this morning because I don't have time to go live all throughout the day. I'd be busy. Here's another one. I knew it, Biggie. I knew Biggie was gonna have to be removed, but deuces. Because he was bothering you too, Vaughn. I'm not putting up with none of that. I protect y'all too. I'm like a real goddess of a tribe. You know what I'm saying? So he got removed. Vaughn, you got any other questions? Because we need to hop on real quick. I need to go over those questions that you posed that you I thought I saw a text message come through, but I was like, Vaughn ignored my message, but we need to talk because I see where your brain is going, and I'd love that I have you inspired, but we need to talk because I don't want you falling flat on your face, okay? You have to remember there's a proper process to everything. So many people have to understand there's grades K through 12, right? You have to go to school for 12 years just to get a diploma. We never think about that. So you got to respect my brand the same way. There is a beginning stage, then there's the next level, then the next level, and the next level. So when you come onto my brand, the first thing that you can do is add the holistic scalp detoxing. Learn how to do that first. Then learn the My Water experience because you got to learn how to get people in your chair before you start talking about being a hair and scalp restoration practitioner. You understand? So I gotta first get you knowledgeable and experienced with the scalp. Then I gotta get you knowledgeable and experienced with the hair. That's the first step, Vaughn. Then you're ready. And then once you have at least 10 standing clients in your chair every 2 weeks, because you can't promote that. You know what I'm saying? Referrals. You gotta have referrals for your program. Everybody that comes to my program brand new has been referred by somebody that's already been through the program. That's how white folks get down. They don't really have to spend all their time and money
posting on Instagram or social media because they have referrals. I now get referrals. So gotta gotta get the hair and scalp together first before you can become a practitioner. So I'm gonna talk to you about that there are levels to this game, and that I'm gonna help you follow the proper process so that you don't fall flat on your face. Cause I've seen that happen to other stylists that I think thought that they could do what I do without being trained. I don't care if I talk to you every day, and I don't care if you watch every video, which is a gang of them, on my social media platforms. You're not getting trained by video. We got to stop thinking that, oh, well, I'm going to just go to YouTube and watch a video and then I'll know how to do it. Ugh, not really. You might watch how to do it, but you have not been trained on how to do it. And that's probably why some of these individuals are struggling and not retaining their clients the way I do. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'd love to show you my books, y'all. I have 47 standings. Do you know what a standing is? That means they're on my books indefinitely. They never have to book. They come the same time every time. That's what a standing is. I got 47 of them. I didn't say seven. There's some people ain't got seven standings on their books. I got 47 standing VIP clients that book the hair and scalp restoration program. Ugh. And I'll teach y'all how to do the same. So I'm getting off of here because my brain has dumped. I pray that I've helped you all to understand that your hair does grow. You don't need to book with somebody to grow your hair. Shampoo does not grow your hair. Biotin does. It grows on its own. These are all marketing myths to get you to believe that your hair ain't growing. I don't say your hair doesn't grow. I don't have to lie to kick it. I'm telling you the truth. Your hair grows as on its own. But what my research has proven is that scalp buildup, oh, that's a growth blocker all day, every day, baby. And if you got scalp buildup on your scalp and you ain't got nobody detoxing it off for you, you're losing your hair. And this is something you ain't getting up posting about. I don't see nobody saying, oh, I just lost 50 strands in my sink this morning. Y'all have a good day. I already know this. Everyone's acting like they're not struggling, and everyone's acting like their hair is fine when I know it's not. I know it's not, especially here in Colorado, and I know them folks over in Arizona is struggling. Woo! So see, it takes a real strong individual to admit I'm struggling and I need help. Most people of the world gonna act like they know everything and act like I'm good. I'm good. I don't need no scalp help. I'm good. I'm gonna keep braiding my hair. I'm gonna keep wigging it and weaving it because I'm good. All right, that's what's up. Everything ain't for everybody, right? I'm for that person that is looking for more hair, that don't like watching their hair come out in the sink, that wants more growth, that wants healthy hair that don't get frizzy and kinky and looks like we rocking a relaxer. Those are the individuals that are for me. So I've even embraced that. Everybody ain't for me, and I'm not for everybody. So I'm gonna get off of here and wish y'all a happy Saturday. I thank God today is my Friday. I've had a hell of a week. I just laid my grandmother to rest. I shouldn't say that because they cremated her. So they burnt her up, and then we had the memorial Thursday, which I cried a lot Thursday, and crying wears me out. My dad said that it's a part of spiritual filtration. He said it's spiritual emotion when you cry. And so I did a lot of that Thursday, and I woke up yesterday morning more tired than I was the morning of the memorial. So I got this one last day to go, get this extra $400 to $500 today because I only got four to do today. And that's, listen, let's say that 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. That's only 6 hours, and I'm going to make 500 today. Anybody else only working 6 hours, earning $500 for your 6 hours? Engineers don't even make that much money for 6 hours a day in one day. You know what I'm saying? So I tell everybody, if you want to come get this money, register. Come, I tell everybody, we've been flying to other states for years to get training. You better come get this training and return to your city and state as the holistic scalp detox master in your community. Then we can really be exchanging notes like, you see the growth? Yes, like they had a whole bunch of build up. Yes, like okay. So y'all have a great Saturday. I pray that I'd see y'all in Phoenix March 24th for my holistic scalp detox training that's going to elevate your scalp expertise and take you and your clients to the next level. Deuces.